Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So how is everyone doing? I realize it's been a minute since I've done a vlog. I was trying to think, and I think it's been like a couple of months since I've done one. And I have told you this before, that vlogs are one of the type of video on my channel that just doesn't do very well. So, and I get it, I don't have the most exciting life. So if you happen to be here and are going to spend a little bit of your time with me, I want you to know that I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for being here. Okay, so what's going on with me lately? I have been doing a bit of shopping. Well, more than a bit probably. I'm going to have a haul coming up. I have really been shopping at a lot of different places, so I'm just going to put it all together, I think, in one video. I ordered things from White House Black Market, from Amazon. Did I get anything from, oh yes, from Amazon, Kohl's, Old Navy, where else? And I think I'm forgetting some places, but I've been finding some good things that I will be sharing that with you. I think I will be filming that this week, so it's probably going to be the video after this one that you will see that haul. So I have been doing some shopping, which is probably not a shocker to any of you watching. And I'm trying to think, other than that, I did get to spend Easter with my kids. My kids were home for Easter, so that was wonderful. It always makes my mama heart full when I can spend time with them. And I hope if you celebrated Easter, you were able to be around those that you love too. What else has been going on? Just really normal life. I've just been doing my normal volunteer job. If you happen to be new to my channel, I don't work outside the home for pay anymore. I do volunteer work at a local resale store. I work in the furniture department, and it's run by a local church where it's all volunteers, and then all of the money that we raise goes to help families that are in need in the area. It's really just a great place, and it's honestly probably one of the best things I have ever done in my life was when I started volunteering there, and I think I've been doing it like 8 years now that I've been there. And I love the people I volunteer with, and I love the people I get to, help pick out their furniture. It's just all really good. But I do have like kind of a funny story to share with you from volunteering this week, but well, it didn't all happen this week, but anyways, I can share the story with you. So, like I said, I work in the furniture department, and this woman came in this week, and I just went over to her like I do to so many of the people, and was just like, hi, if you need any help, just let me know. And I was like, trying to talk to her, and she was acting strange. Like she just wanted to get away from me. And, I was thinking, what did I say? And I'm not getting commission. It's not like I'm trying to get a sale. So I don't think that was part of it, but she was just acting like different. And like, she just really wanted to get away from me. And so I saw her like across the store, and I was just, kind of looking at her thinking like, what did I do? And then it dawned on me that I had an interaction with that woman. It was like 1.5 years ago. And 1.5 years ago, one of my best friends and we were walking our dogs one day. And this woman, the same woman that was in the resale shop this week, came up to us on the sidewalk, and she said that, she goes, I lost my hat if you happen to see it. And she said hat, but my friend and I thought she said cat. So what proceeded for the next couple of minutes was like, she thought that we were crazy women because I think our reaction seemed so over the top for a lost hat. But like I said, we thought she lost her cat. And I remember the minute she said that she lost her hat, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, that is so awful. I'm like, that's so stressful. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And she was looking at me like, yeah, and And then my friend and I are asking her all these questions like, what color is it? What are the markings? And she, like, when we said markings, you know, she was kind of like, it's all black. And we're like, oh, okay. And then I asked her, I'm like, will I be able to pick it up? And she, and she was like, yes, yeah, you can pick it up, you know. And once again, like, I'm just really like going, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That is like so stressful. And she was clearly like thinking we were insane and trying to get away from us. And, you know, we were like, hey, do you want to leave your cell phone with us, your number, so that we can call you? And she's like, you know, she says, it's actually, it's old. I don't even care if I get it back. It's not a big deal. Well, and she turns and she leaves. And then I was like irritated, and I was said to my friend, like, how could she say that about her cat, you know? And so the two of us are going on, and we're both kind of now irritated with this woman that she doesn't care anything about her lost cat. And we walk probably a quarter mile more down the road, and there on the sidewalk in front of us is a black winter hat. We look at each other and we just burst out laughing because we realized what had just happened and why she was acting so strange, because our reactions were so over the top for a lost hat. So now fast forward to just this week when she comes into the resale store and she sees me and she thinks I am a crazy woman and she wants nothing to do with me. And I just got in the fit of giggles again. Like, after this woman left the resale store, I had to tell my friends that I volunteer with what had happened, and they thought it was hysterical too. And then of course I had to tell my friend, and then we got laughing all over about it because it was just the silliest thing. Her talking about a hat and us hearing cat, and the reactions that just did not match up. So that was a funny thing that happened to me this week. And I still, when I think about it, I get silly and I laugh, but that has been with me all week, and it's just been giving me a good laugh all week long since that happened again. And then I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I did go with that friend that I was just talking about. Yesterday we went to a flea market. Let me show you. So yesterday it was so beautiful here. It was like 51 degrees, and it was sunny. And so we went to this flea market, and I saw these two pictures that I had to have, but I have no idea where I'm gonna put them yet. But here, let me show you. So here, both of them together. Let me show you the first one here. And then this one here. So here they are together, and I just loved these. I love the colors. I love the black, like, distressed frame. And they were, I think it was $35 a piece for these, so I didn't think that was bad either. So when I was telling my friend when we saw these, I was like, I have to get those, but I have no idea where I'm putting them yet. But now that I'm sitting here in my sunroom, I've got two pictures back up on the back wall near the windows that I do not like. And I'm wondering if these would work there. So maybe that is something we can do today. Maybe we can hang my new pictures, because I would love to get these up just because I'm in love with these. I've just been so drawn to the vintage, like, landscape prints recently. It's just something I really like, and these colors just are relaxing and pretty to me, so I really love these. So that might be something we can do today, is maybe get these hung, and it'll probably be very quick, because if it works with the nails for the pictures that are up there, it could be just a super quick thing to do. And then other than that, maybe there's a couple of things around the house that I might try to accomplish, but to be quite honest, I'm not really energized enough to tackle too much today. But I do have a recipe to share with you for dinner. It is one of those recipes that when my kids were home, it was a recipe that all four of us loved. And I love recipes like that because it's nice when you can make your whole family happy. But even now, my husband and I really enjoy it. And they're like these little Asian chicken meatballs in this sauce that I serve with like broccoli and rice, or broccoli and quinoa, whatever you like. So I'm gonna go ahead and I will show you that recipe later. But other than that, let's just hang out and we'll see what happens. But again, I want to thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Okay, here is where I'm thinking I'm putting my new pictures. And let me show you, these are the ones that I have currently up right now. And I think you can almost kind of tell through the frame. Can you see like it's like bumpy? These were prints that I ordered from Etsy that I just downloaded. I had them printed up at, I think it was either Walgreens or Costco Photo. So it's like photo paper, and I don't know if that's the reason where it just looks bumpy to me, and it's been bothering me for a while. And actually, ever since I purchased them, the colors were not as vibrant as I was hoping for. So there's that one. And then this is the other one. I mean, they're pretty. It's just a beach scene, but I don't think I was ever totally in love with them. I just put them up because I had bought them. I had the frames, and you know, I've just been living with them. But I think I'm gonna try the new ones here that I just got at the flea market yesterday. I'm gonna try to put those up and see how they look in place of those old ones. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna put the camera back on the tripod and see how they look. All right, so here I've stepped back and I've got them hung. What do we think? I'm thinking, looking at it here, I may need to move the nails down a little bit. I'm not sure. I think I like the darkness of them. I'm wondering if if they're too small, and two, if they need to be lower. So if you want to weigh in, what do you think about these here? Do you think I need to lower them, or if they're just too small for the space? I think I am just going to leave them up for now, and I'm going to live with them for a little bit and see what I think. But initially, those are my two feelings, is that maybe they need to go lower, or maybe they're just not big enough. Let me know what you think. I would love your input. All right, so this might be the next little project here in the kitchen. This is my silverware and utensil drawer, and the other day one of these items was, I couldn't get the drawer open and struggled, and then finally was able to. So obviously there's too much stuff in here, and I'm gonna go through maybe quickly and just see if there's anything here that I can just donate or get rid of, and maybe free up a little space, anything that I'm not using, and then I could also just give it a quick wipe down. So I think that would feel really good to get this a little bit better organized, and I don't think it's going to take too much effort. So let's go ahead and we will tackle this next.
Another rainy afternoon, I don't know what I'm to do. I just miss you more than anything. It's way too quiet in the house, I'm just wasted on the couch, 'cause I don't wanna feel anything. Wish you'd stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye. goodbye too soon. I know the hour's getting late, I shouldn't sit here contemplating, I just can't stop thinking about us. I won't forget a single thing, from drunken nights to Sunday mornings, and how you smile.
All right, I'm done. And I did not get rid of as many things as I thought I could, but at least it is a little bit more organized. I know it doesn't look it probably, but everything is nice and clean now. I had no idea, it was so gross, all the crumbs that were in my silverware tray. But this is what I ended up with, and I'm happier with it. It looks a little bit more of an organized mess than it was before. So I'm glad I got that done. It was just a little project, but like I said, I'm not completely motivated today to get a whole lot accomplished. I'm hoping to just do a few things around here that'll make me feel like at least I can check off a couple of things from my to-do list, but glad to have that done. And then, I don't know, you probably can't see from the windows, but it's really raining. And I'm kind of hoping that Louis doesn't want to go for his second walk today. But he usually does. I usually leave it up to him, like we get started, and unless it's really downpouring, he usually likes to go, so I go. So I might just grab a little something to eat, and then I'm probably gonna take him for his second walk. And then, I don't know, then maybe one more thing I can tackle before we make dinner.
Wish you stayed here beside me. This isn't how it's supposed to be.
All right, so I did end up taking Louis for another walk. He wanted to go. And I thought when I looked at the radar that it had, was gonna be light enough that it would be fine. But like halfway through the walk, there was a downpour, and I was fine from like the waist up because I had my longer coat on and an umbrella, so I didn't get wet, you know, on the top half, but the bottom of my jeans got really wet. So I just changed, I fed him some dinner, I just made up a cup of tea. This is Bigelow, I think it's orange spice or something orange. It's delicious. I've been enjoying this all winter long when I want just a cup of tea or something warm in the afternoons. This is a really good one. But I thought I would just kind of warm up here for a minute before I start cooking dinner. So I don't know if the camera can pick it up or not, but my left eye is watery. And I think the last couple of weeks, I don't know if I have just developed seasonal allergies for the first time in my life. I've never had them before, but when I'm walking Louis in the mornings, I mean, I look like I'm sobbing sometimes. I've got the tears just coming down out of my eyes. My nose is runny. And then certain things, like the other day, I had a doctor's appointment, and on the way back there was this resale shop near the doctor's office that I'd never been to, and I thought I would just stop in and look around. And you know, resale shops, it's all obviously used things, so there could be dust or whatever. I walked in there and I was just walking around a minute, and all of a sudden this sneezing fit. I mean, I sneezed 7 times in a row. I have never sneezed that much before. And then the other day my husband was laughing at me because here at home I sneeze like 5 times in a row, and that's like very unusual for me. I don't normally do that. So I don't know if I am just getting seasonal allergies now, but do any of you have any suggestions for the watery eyes? I had just been to the eye doctor a couple of weeks ago, and I mentioned to him that my eyes were really runny at different times throughout the day, and I've really been having a hard time like pinpointing what exactly the triggers might be. He suggested Pat-a-Day eye drops, and so I put one in. I just started using them. Oh, Louis coming back in. I just started using them yesterday, and I put a drop in like first thing in the morning, and I really haven't noticed a difference. I don't know though if it takes a while to start working, but if you have any suggestions, if this sounds like anything that you've dealt with, if you have seasonal allergies, I would love the tips, because like I said, I have never had them before in my life. And what's odd though is that if you do have seasonal allergies, does one eye seem to water more than the other? Like this one, my left eye does. So I don't know if maybe there's something else. Maybe I need to go to another doctor or something. I don't know, but it's just kind of frustrating because I'm carrying tissues around like an old lady, like dabbing my eyes all the time. And my husband jokes that I'm gonna have them like up my sleeve like our grandmothers used to do. They used to put their like tissues up their sleeve. Just because I feel like I need to have them just to kind of like dab the tears away. So anyways, and I'm here again, and I am looking at the pictures that I just put up, and I'll tell you, they look, I think, better in person than the way when I watched the footage back, when I was uploading the footage from the camera onto my computer. It looked different on there than it does like in person. So I still don't know. I still might need to lower them a little bit, but I think the size might be, they look different in person, and I don't know why that is the case. But like I said, I'm gonna live with them for a week or two, see what I think about it, and if not, I'll just move them someplace else. I just really like them so much that I will find a home for them if it's not in here. But either way, I'm looking for either sides of that window, because I want something there that I can enjoy, because this is the seat. I mean, obviously you see me in this seat for my videos. I film here all the time, but this is where in the mornings I watch TV, and then when we have our pool open, I can look at the water, and this is just my favorite room of the house, so I'm in here a lot. And also my desk is in here when I'm working on my computer, so I like this space, and I now that like I feel like it can be my own. My husband's really good about letting me decorate basically however I want. He doesn't really care or doesn't notice, or you know, he doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter to him whatever I do. So when the kids were little though, this was like their playroom, and it was, you know, for many years it was just like, you know, toys and boy things, and now that they're out of the house and this is like kind of, I've claimed this space, I'm kind of enjoying making it like I want it to look. So long story, if those pictures don't work out, then I will get something else for that space and then find a home for those ones that I got at the flea market, because I really do like them. But you know what, it is getting to be time. My husband will be getting home shortly, and so I really do need to get dinner started. So why don't we head into the kitchen and we will make the chicken Asian meatball recipe that I told you about earlier. And if you still happen to be here, why don't you give me like a thumbs up emoji in the comments just to let me know that you made it this long. I'm just curious, because I feel like this vlog has just been kind of all over the place. But let's go ahead, let me head into the kitchen and we can start dinner.
All right, the first thing we're gonna do is make the sauce. So the first ingredient is 2 tablespoons of peanut oil. Then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of fresh minced ginger. I did not have any of the fresh, so I just had this squeezed ginger that I struggled getting out, but I was able to get 2 tablespoons of the ginger out. Then you're going to put in about 2 cloves of garlic. And then it is 3 tablespoons of sriracha. Now this you could do to taste, obviously. If you like it spicier, add more. 3 tablespoons makes it just mildly spicy. Then you're going to put in a 1/2 cup of reduced sodium soy sauce, a 1/2 cup of rice wine vinegar, and a 1/2 cup of honey. Mix up those ingredients and set aside. Now we're going to go on to making the meatballs, and you will need 1 pound of ground chicken, a 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs, 1 clove of minced garlic, and a little bit of black pepper. And then the final ingredient is 1 egg. And then with clean hands, just go ahead and mix up the meatball ingredients. Then go ahead and roll the meat into the meatballs. I like to do about 1-inch size. And then you're going to heat up about 2 tablespoons of peanut oil in a frying pan, and you add about half of the amount of meatballs into the frying pan so it's not too crowded, where they will brown and not just steam. Now here you are just browning them, they are not cooking through. Once all the meatballs have been browned, add them all back into the pan, and then you're going to go ahead and add the sauce. Mix the meatballs around in the sauce and then simmer for about 10 minutes until the meatballs are cooked through and the sauce is nice and thick. While the meatballs are cooking, I like to make up some rice or quinoa. Here I am microwaving a brown rice and quinoa mix from Aldi. And I've also got some steamed broccoli to go with. This is what the sauce looks like after cooking. It's nice and thick and delicious. To plate it up, I just like a bowl where I can add a base of the rice to the bottom. Add some steamed broccoli, and then go ahead and add your meatballs. And then I also like to drizzle some of that sauce over the broccoli and the rice. It's really delicious. And this is what the final product looks like.
All right, friends, so we are finished with the chicken Asian meatballs, and I hope that if you try it, you really enjoy it as much as my family does. Let me know if you do make this recipe and what you think of it. And did you see that the sun is now out? So that is a good thing. The rain has finally stopped. So thank you so much, friends. If you have made it this far, I really appreciate that you spent this time with me today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.